Hello builders, welcome to another speed build. In this one, I got for you our little llama buddies. I based this exhibit roughly on Machu Picchu, and we ended up calling the exhibit Llama Picchu. I know, very clever wordplay. I'm trying my best here. Maybe good at building, maybe not so good at naming things. Right now, I'm just building the barn, the house of the llamas, and guests can walk in, see the llamas, and then they can enter the exhibit from here and take a little walk around Llama Picchu. This is one of the few buildings in the Aztec area that isn't fully built out of temple pieces. That's to give a sense that this is an expedition building at the beginning of the zoo area, so that guests can pack up and get ready for their long journey into the jungle. Right here, I took a quick break from doing the barn, just to get an idea of how big we wanted this exhibit to become. I started leveling off the terrain to make it look like a little mini Machu Picchu. As you can see, I was going through lots of iterations of what I wanted the roof to look like. Well, I settled on going with the thatch roof to make it look more like a quick built structure. Alright, with the barn mostly done now, I came in and started editing the terrain and getting my favorite thing in the world, paths. I absolutely love Planet Zoo paths. I'm sure you guys do too. In case it was missed on you, that was sarcasm. Of course, it wouldn't be a zoo for me without a few extra waterfalls. Besides, I always like having natural drinking sources for animals in the exhibits, rather than just the little trays of water that the keepers put out for them. Now here comes my favorite part of any exhibit, building the rocks and just creating little mountains for the edges of the exhibits, because I love natural barriers whenever I can get them in. Now we already have some bridges for the guests to use, but I wanted a little bridge right in the middle so that the llamas and the keepers can get over it if they wanted to. With the theme for this whole area being a ruined Aztec city, I came in and started adding in a bunch of these little temple pieces to further create that effect. Overall, I think I had a lot of fun building this whole Aztec area of the park. This gave me a chance to really play with these temple pieces and create some nice little ruins around for the jungle to grow. It's an idea I haven't really attempted before, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Feel free to check out some of my other videos of this zone, and you can see how the whole thing turned out. Or join me over on Twitch, and I'm happy to give you a little in-person tour of it. Now that was a lot of rocks, wasn't it? And a lot of temple pieces, but we're almost done the rock work, I promise. Now we can come in and start adding in all the trees and bushes and all that lovely greenery to Llama Pichu. And look at this, our first little llamas and Cuscos are arriving at the park. Although now I can figure out how much space they needed, I realized these bridges were a little too small for them. So come in and adjust it a little bit more. Also, they couldn't get in the barn, so that had to be adjusted on the fly as well. These are all things you need to do when you add in the animals. Another thing I enjoy doing is wherever I have the animals grazing for food, I like to put a lot of extra attention there to make it look like the animals are going and eating the plants naturally. And with that, our build is almost done. Just putting the finishing touches on the sign. If you enjoyed the building, feel free to join me over on Twitch and see how the zoo comes along in the future. Feel free to hit that like button, sub, do all the things that YouTubers like to ask for. And with that, I will leave you guys with a final flyby through Llama Pichu. Have a good one, builders.